Hey, what's going on, bottom line viewers? It is Kev all here, all by myself. Dylan and Mitch are sleeping. They live far away now. Dylan, of course, lives in Central Time Zone where it's 12:40, and Mitch, of course, moving to Toronto. It is now 1:40 Eastern Time, and he also is now asleep. So it is just I here doing the recap of the Denver Broncos San Diego or LA Charger game. I'm having trouble getting used to this LA Charger thing, to be honest with you. But that is it's the LA Chargers making their debut tonight against the Denver Broncos, and a very exciting game. Sorry, this is not live. I'm unable to do a live YouTube on my laptop for some reason. I have to figure that out, but I can't do live YouTube or Google Hangout or whatever. I can't seem to do it. I don't know why. So this is a recorded recap. So, and I'm sure your comments are brilliant. And please comment on the video, like and subscribe to the video as well. A pretty interesting game in a number of ways, and I feel like a tale of two games. The Broncos first half looked really solid. Came out with a solid run game. Their defense was outstanding, and Trevor Siemian was very efficient. We had a nice touchdown to Benny Fowler with early in the first quarter was 7-0. Then Philip Rivers passed a middle, great athletic play to Melvin Gordon for 11 yards for a touchdown, tied the game at 7. And then Trevor Siemian, just a quick 1-yard but leading touchdown. And Denver went in the half leading 14-7, and it was pretty good for Denver. They were looking pretty good. Were controlling the game. It was a pretty even. Well, they were controlling the game, being efficient. They weren't spectacular. They were just getting the job done, running the ball with C.J. Anderson. So third quarter, early in, Trevor Siemian throws another pass to Benny Fowler. Had a strong game, 21-7. Denver at that point in time. Another field goal with 3 seconds left in the third. Looks good for Denver. 24-7 heading into the fourth quarter. Then this is the thing that the Chargers. This is why you either love or hate. You are either intrigued or unintrigued by the Los Angeles Chargers. I said it right that time. For 3 quarters, this team didn't look into the game. They weren't. The Denver was in control, and then all of a sudden, what Philip Rivers does, Philip River type things, and 2 turnovers by the Denver Broncos, back-to-back turnovers. Rivers to a pass for Keenan Allen, touchdown, makes it 24-14. Jamal Charles fumbles the ball. Rivers tosses a great pass to Travis Benjamin, 24-21. The Chargers are back in the game, and Kevin's survivor pick is in danger. And then Broncos miss a field goal. Chargers come back down the field. I'm not sure what happened on that 2-minute drive. Entirely bizarre. Pass up the middle. They were running the ball in the 49. I think their attempt was to tie it. But they wasted a lot of time. The time management at the end there was not very good. But they did somehow Denver got a pass interference penalty to 35. Field goal attempt to tie it from Younghoe Koo. The kick is blocked, and Denver hangs on to win 24-21, and probably a game. I think both teams wanted to win. I would argue that Denver needed this game more than the Chargers in the sense because you win this game at home over a division opponent. I think that becomes a bit more of a bigger win. The Chargers have an opportunity to get Denver back at home. There was a lot to like for Denver for 3 quarters, and lots to like. Their defense was strong again. Running game was really efficient. We'll go through Denver stats here first. Over the game, for first downs, 22 for Denver, LA 17. Passing 14 first downs, passing 7 rushing, and 1 by penalty. 8 for 15 on third down, very efficient. Yards per play, 4.7 yards per pass, 5.7, 140 yards on the ground, 3 for 5 in the red zone. 3 penalties for 62. Time of possession went Denver's way, 34-13 to 25-47. Passing, Simeon, 17-20 for 28, 219 yards, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Not bad. Trevor Simeon-like. He's not going to blow you away with his stats. He's not going to, and Denver's not expecting that from him, but they just expect a solid, efficient type of play. And so Simeon will be good at that. And he showed it for the first 3 quarters. He showed that really well. C.J. Anderson, 20 carries, 81 yards, pretty efficient. Jamal Charles, 10 carries, 40 yards with the big fumble. That was interesting. The wide receivers, not great. Benny Fowler, 3 for 21 with 2 touchdowns. Demaryius Thomas, 5 for 67. Virgil Green, 1 catch, 44 yards. He was the big play there. Anderson, 1 for 7. Their offense certainly wasn't spectacular today, but their offense never was. Their defense was pretty strong though. Brandon Marshall, 8 tackles, 1 for a loss. Von Miller was strong with 4 tackles. Roby had a strong game with an INT, 2 pass defenses. Pecco strong, and Talib strong. So their defense was outstanding, I thought, yet again, until the fourth quarter was bend but don't break. Denver was playing their type of game, and the Chargers ended up playing them. They got the receivers involved. I actually think the players of the game, even to me, although they lost, I felt like the Chargers showed a little bit more. Melvin Gordon showed a lot of athleticism today with a great touchdown pass. Travis Benjamin had a really strong game in the fourth. Just not a lot of consistency, though. That would be a really big concern for the Chargers. Going forward, let's go through their stats, though. Rivers, 22 of 33, 192, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Melvin Gordon, not a great game, 18 carries, 54 yards. Receiving, Williams, 5 for 54. Benjamin really got on late, 3 for 43 and a touchdown. Keenan Allen, 5 for 35 and a touchdown. Gordon, 5 for 25 and a touchdown. Gates, 2 for 17. Eckler, 2 for 18. So Rivers was able to spread it around, but just not a lot of production. Really liked the linebackers for the Chargers. Toomer had, of course, 6 tackles. Brown, 14 tackles today. Ingram, all over the field, 1.5 sacks. Mean Bain, former Seahawk, was strong. Boza had 1.5 sacks as well. So they were able to get some pressure. One concern maybe is that Broncos offensive line, but Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram are beasts, and that defensive line for the Chargers is a little bit underrated. I'll give you that. And so that's the stats pretty much for the game. Denver comes away with the 24-21 win. Solid Monday night game. Exciting at the end. Probably one of the better games of the week, to be quite honest with you, because of the comeback. Made it a little bit more interesting. And that's what Philip Rivers does. Philip Rivers finds ways to keep you in the game, to keep the Chargers in the game. Just think they're going to have to get off to better starts. And Denver's just going to be Denver this year. They're going to run the ball. They're not going to have spectacular quarterbacks. They're not going to have dynamic offensive totals. Their defense is just going to be solid, and they're just going to be a consistent team throughout the year. And I think that's what the conclusion is. But if I am Denver, I'm a little concerned about that end because they let the Chargers back in. And the one thing I will take away, though, in terms of skill positions, I do feel the Chargers came away with the stronger ones. talk about that. But that's it. The nice thing is I went against Mitch and with my survivor pick and was able to survive, so I'm still in the survival pool. Denver 21, LA Charger, or sorry, Denver 24, LA Chargers 21. That is your Monday Night Football recap. Like and subscribe to the video. Follow us on Twitter at the Bottom Line View. And thanks for watching. We will see you soon. Bye for now.